Yo, 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 yo. What's going on, y'all? What's going on, man? No days off November. Another day. Another day, another day, another day. Yesterday, for those of you guys who was here, we did a film study. We did Miguel Cotto versus Floyd Mayweather Jr. It was a super dope live stream, man. Everybody was involved. We went ahead and we broke the fight down. Eddie Chambers popped in around round five, and we kicked it, man. We had a good time. We watched the whole entire 12 rounds. It was definitely a dope stream. I got a lot of good feedback. A lot of people text me, letting me know that they wanted to see more of that. Okay, for those of you guys who don't have my phone number is 215 area code 709-5437. I went ahead and did a poll. What fight do the people want to see? And surprisingly, it came down to two fights that kept popping up the most. I got two fights that kept popping up the most, and it was, well, three fights. One of them was Maidana versus Broner. Another one was Maidana versus Mayweather. And another one was James Toney versus Mike McCallum. Now, if you want my personal opinion, I think the highest level skilled fight out the three was Mike McCallum versus James Toney. That was a hell of a super IQ fight. That fight right there, that's like a real boxing mind's dream. So I'm leaning toward that fight right there. Of course, you got the Manny Pacquiao versus Broner guys out there that for whatever reason they wanted to see that fight again. But I think I'm going to go ahead and go with the super high, high skilled fight. And I'm going to roll with James Toney versus Mike McCallum. That's what my gut instinct's telling me. But again, super high level stuff from both of those fighters. Those guys are top notch guys. But first and foremost, man, let me go ahead and say what's up to the people in here. My man Gio, can't wait. Fast Eddie dropping that game on Cotto, circling right was game. Glad you got some game last night from my boy Fast 80. 9-8. What's going on, champ? How are you? I'm here, but I'm going cold turkey off caffeine, so I'm also not here. What made you want to drop the caffeine, man? What made you want to drop the caffeine? Even though it's like 10 o'clock at night, you probably shouldn't be drinking caffeine right now. My man Danny, love from Chile. What's going on, Danny? Tom Jones, what's up, coach? Chilling, man. I'm cool. Danny said James. You want to see that James Toney fight? You should look at heavyweights more. You can't get away with the stuff they get away with in the lighter weight with them big boys. You know, that's true. You can't get away with the stuff in the heavier weights. Also, those guys don't do as much as the lighter weights, though. So it's like a catch-22. The heavyweights ain't doing everything that the middleweights and the lightweights are doing, but they're also getting knocked out a lot quicker. So, listen, film study is not something that's going to go away. This is something that we're going to continue to do. I seen yesterday that yesterday was my first film study that I've ever done, and it was a lot of fun. So I'm definitely going to keep going. Jimmy said Ward versus Kovalev. I got that noted, champ. I got that noted. How important is studying film for boxers? I personally study a lot, and I swear it shows in sparring. Man, it's one of the most important things you could do. If I didn't think film study was important, I wouldn't even create courses, right? Like, we teach courses breaking down certain fundamentals step by step. But at the same time, you also have to watch the fighters do it, the fighters implement it, because I might go ahead and teach you something, but until you see a fighter do it in real time, it's really not going to register to you. You know what I'm saying? So it's always fantastic when you see the fights, when you see the fighters, do what you're teaching. So therefore, now you could believe in it. You know what I mean? Coach, what's good? What's going on, champ? Nah, Chavez versus Taylor, a real fight. That's a good fight too, man. That's a good fight too. But you can't say that Toney versus McCallum wasn't a real fight. That's a hell of a fight. Again, highly skilled fight. Chavez and Taylor was also skilled. Two different styles clashing against each other. But everybody want to see a different fight in here. Or Castillo versus May Runner, where we see Fraud running for his life. Oh, man, we got a Floyd hater in the building. You should have been here yesterday, champ. Good to see you, Coach. Sorry, man, this computer I got is super sensitive, so all I do is scroll over the comments and they pop up. James Toney fight will be action breakdown. I bought the Philly Shell system on James Toney was the best Philly Shell fighter there was. You could break down this Philly. Now, the Loma versus Devin fight, the reason why I won't break down the Loma versus Devin fight yet is because it's been less than a year since that fight's happened. And if I run a fight like that, YouTube is gonna strike it down. So I can't do Loma versus Haney yet. That fight is too recent. A lot of people asked for that fight too. That was a fight that kept popping up yesterday, but unfortunately, like I said, YouTube will strike that down. So it's got to be 1 year or older, and I don't believe that fight's been a year yet. Yeah, so we about to get busy, man. We about to get busy. Let me see if I can. Okay. We're going to wait till Eddie gets on here. Eddie said he'll be on here in a few. Matter of fact, we can get started. Eddie popped in yesterday at a certain time. Let me go ahead and share the screen. Here we go right here. All right, so I got that fight set up. All right, so y'all see that I got the fight set up. We're going to get started in a few minutes, y'all. Let some more people. Guys, if whoever's in here that don't got my number, take it, 215-709-5437. Shoot me a text. But listen, just so you guys know, this is going to happen more often. So everybody in here who wants to see a fight, don't worry, you're going to see one. Let's keep these comments rolling in for a little bit longer. We'll probably get started in about 5 to 10 minutes. Good evening, Coach. We could take it old school and do Ali versus Frazier 1. Yo, we definitely going to do it. We definitely going to do Ali Frazier 1. Trinidad versus Mayorga. Man, that was a beating. I remember that fight. Pernell versus Trinidad or Winky versus Trinidad. Terry Norris versus Don Curry, and two other great fighters, man. Both of those guys are great fighters as well. We about to get started in a minute. Give me 1 second here. Matter of fact, we're going to get started right now. I ain't even going to wait. Y'all ready, y'all? Y'all ready? You know what's crazy? A lot of people said Castillo won that fight. A lot of people said Castillo won that fight. A lot of people said that Floyd won that fight. I remember scoring it. I had that fight a draw. So I actually would like to I would actually like to score that fight more so than just do I would like to score that fight with the chat more so than just do a fight review. So maybe we'll save that for another day and we'll score it. Everybody can get their pens, papers out. We can actually have a segment where we score fights that were quote unquote robberies, and everybody could put their scorecard at the end of the fight. I think that'll be a super cool concept to do as well. Not just do film study, but we can all score fights and watch them live. But again, the fight's got to be older than a year old. I remember scoring that fight a draw, though. I'm just trying to see if I can get Eddie in here before this fight gets started, y'all. So give me a minute. Just give me 1 minute, y'all. How long you thinking? How long you thinking? Okay. All right. All right. Okay. All right. Yeah, Eddie's gonna be on in about 10 minutes, y'all. So do y'all want to just get started now? And does Eddie roll in like he did yesterday? Let's get to it, man. Let's just get to it.
All right, you gentlemen were given your instructions at the weigh-in. You must obey my commands and respect the bell at all times.
A lot of you guys out here who might not have seen this fight, this is high-level stuff right here.
James Toney, a bit reluctant to touch gloves. We're joined by marvelous Marvin Hagler. He
glares a little bit before my time, before I really got into boxing. I seen this fight a little bit later.
I like the look in both of their eyes. They're ready to go.
Two champions.
Oh, yeah, they're ready to go.
Here we go. Round one scheduled.
Toney coming straight out with two good jabs.
The IBF championship belt, the Toney holds.
Well, you know, McCallum was 10 and he looked like an old pro. He wasn't really thinking that Toney has anything to make him scared, you know. And that's kind of a good look of confidence. Plus, I want to see behind him stripping McCallum whether or not he wants this title back to prove something to the
Toney came out with a nice, quick laser jab.
But Toney's throwing very hard punches already.
Let's bring this back a little bit, y'all. Let's bring this back for a second, man. These guys, I'm telling you right now, these guys are coming out right off the rip. I just want to make sure I got everything ready. They're coming out right off the rip, firing. Quality jabs right off the rip.
They're ready to go.
Two champions.
Oh, yeah, they're ready to go.
Here we go. Round one scheduled for 12, the championship fight. The IBF championship belt, the Toney holds.
See, no, this is Toney, and he was a middleweight, so you're going to see some good speed from him.
Really thinking that Toney has anything to make him scared, you know. And that's kind of a good look of confidence. Plus, I want to see behind him stripping McCallum whether or not he wants this title back to prove something to the organization.
Very good, very good.
See him slip inside and come back with that hook.
Very hard punches already.
He overcommitted there, though. James Toney overcommitting
whether or not he wants
and walking right into an uppercut right there.
To the organization.
Yeah.
Very good, very good.
You're going to overcommit right here.
The Toney's throwing very
walking into an uppercut to the body. I thought it hit him in the head. Good job by both fellas.
This jab
Hit it
there goes
again.
McCallum to Tony's bodies.
Oh, these guys are really laying the leather out in the first round.
Neither of them are holding back right at this stage. McCallum, of course, landed a accidental low blow, and they shook hands, which is a good sign right at the beginning, showing a lot of respect for each
Good
other.
sign.
Tony immediately shrugged it off. Steve Smoger asked if he was okay. He said, yeah.
Yeah, but the fight's not over. He'll get it back some
Wow.
other kind of way. But the hand speed is tremendous, and by McCallum's weight down to 157, I know he's got the speed, but I wonder how much power he has.
Well, to answer that question of his, I asked him about it. He's got 11 fights as a middleweight and only 5
McCallum's
knockouts.
trying to get comfortable with his jab
32
now.
fights at junior middleweight, he had 29 knockouts. Big discrepancy between the two weights.
Tony got that young energy. You can see that Tony's young, but McCallum got that experience at this point of their career.
Years ago, but he's got the right hand in the front of his face.
Right. He leaves that left hand down, but he's got that great shoulder roll.
Got the shoulder rolling, exactly.
Both guys understanding the importance of the jab.
Using the jab, using the body.
Look how much both of these guys are using their jab, man.
Jab earnestly.
Beautiful right hand.
But it
Tony came back with a right.
sounds funny when you mention for the middleweight championship of the world, and I'm sitting here.
Right. Too late for a comeback, Mark?
No, I'm doing movies, man.
All right, that's it. Okay. Got it straight here and now.
Good exchange.
Ooh.
They're throwing they got great hand speed. Both fighters, great hand speed in the first round.
And Tony,
This is crazy.
But Tony looks to be very serious, and as you know, you get that superior complex when you become champion of the world. So he's not fear. He knows he's the champion, and now the thing is to prove.
Neither one of these guys have even shown their complete arsenal yet.
Do you think the fact that the WBA took that belt away from McCallum can influence his ego at this point, his confidence?
Well, this is what makes this fight so interesting. This is what I feel. Both guys.
Man, I definitely want Eddie to get in here for this show. I definitely want to get Eddie in this, man. Listen, first things first, right off the rip, both of these guys are super, super, super talented fighters, okay? Mike McCallum was 35 years old, super experienced. James Toney was on the come up. But the number one thing right off the rip that you can see, both fighters establishing their jab, man. Both fighters come straight out the rip, and they didn't just throw a jab occasionally. They was consistently throwing that jab. And that's something that's so important, and that shows you right off the rip that this is going to be a high-level fight. That was literally the first round. Both of those guys starting off quick, popping their jab. My audio is jacked up. My audio doesn't sound good, y'all. Really? Y'all having an issue with my audio, guys? Sounds good to you? I'm good. Okay, I don't know why my man up there was trying to say my audio's no good. It's not high quality. I mean, I'm using a mic right here. Nothing wrong with the audio. I don't know. Some of y'all got to check your phones, man. I don't know what to say. All right, we're going to get into round two, y'all. Quality round, guys. Both guys establishing their jab. Let's get to it.
Under the pool, and they're starting off very good.
Oh, yeah.
And Tony just stood there at the end of the round.
First when I jam. He was a little lazy when I jam. You got to be first when I jam.
All right, here we go to the replay here. We're This is that low blow. A right hand thrown by Toney, and McCallum trying to counter to the belly, gets pulled down by Toney's right arm, and that was
It's a natural
really
counter. He
caused
tried
by
to
Toney
drop
getting
or
on
the
top
uppercut
of
to the
McCallum,
body,
that
but
right
hit him
hand straight
low.
low.
No, that was accident. That was accident.
Callum told us if Toney doesn't get him out quick, it's going to be a long night.
Oh, yeah.
Guys buy that?
Well, hey, listen, it's already a good start for McCallum. He's got 35% of his punches landing compared to 29 for Toney.
Right away, right off the rip, letting him know he's going to use that jab. Doubling it.
He's gonna, like he's told him to move in closer with his jab.
Beautiful.
And Eddie is a very good teacher. You know that, of course.
Both these
James
guys are
Toney with Eddie Fox in the corner. Who told him to use that
The
jab?
other corner, to me, was very instrumental in Toney winning that title from Michael Nunn.
Ah. Well, I think, the first time that I seen Toney really look more aggressive, more confident in his punching power and also in his boxing. I think with Nunn, he didn't really do so much. He laid back a lot more.
Toney moving well, moving the body from side to side, dipping. Good right hand from Toney.
Oh, let's bring that back. Let's bring that back.
If you have a great corner, and you got a guy like Eddie Fletcher in there, he's gonna, like he's told him to move in closer with his jab. And Eddie is a very good teacher. You know that, of course.
Both
That boy Michael Nunn countering Toney with a beautiful uppercut. I want to see what caught him.
Bill Miller in the other corner, to me, was very instrumental in Toney winning that title.
Toney showing some good head movement.
Well, I think, the first time that I seen Toney really look more aggressive, more confident in his punching power and also in his boxing. I think with Nunn, he didn't really do so much. He laid back a lot more.
Toney moving well, moving the body from side to side, dipping. Good
Right
right
hand.
from Toney.
Beautiful.
Callum comes back.
So he didn't shoulder roll it. He just fired right back.
In his punching power and also in his boxing. I think with Nunn, he didn't really do so much. He laid back a lot more.
Toney moving well, moving the body from side to side, dipping. Good right hand from Toney. Oh, Callum comes back.
And right away with the defense from James Toney, bending the weight under that hook.
Punches that right hand uppercut
Right back to his
off the
jab.
right hand by his opponent, and he's really used it tonight.
This is one of
Toney
the
lands another right.
This is one of the reasons why Toney is holding that right hand up there. Nice, good left hook by McCallum.
Gonna hit Toney right in the eye and bothered him. Look at that right uppercut counter off of Toney's right hand. Just narrowly missed it, did McCallum.
Great punching, good techniques. Using the body, using the head. Nice uppercut there by
Uppercut from
Toney.
Toney, yeah.
Good turn.
Callum with the
Great
leaping
move.
right.
Great.
Good turn. Mike McCallum showing the experience, spinning James Toney and putting him in position for the counter right hand.
Using the body, using the head. Nice uppercut there by
There we go, turning the waist. Bang, using that same hand. What a beautiful move.
Great head.
One more time.
Nice uppercut there by
Toney, yeah.
Pop, hold that. He could have came with the left uppercut right there. Look, if McCallum wanted to, he could have thrown the left uppercut right after. Spin him,
Toney, yeah.
right hand, and then the left uppercut off of him. James Toney bending his waist like that. That would have been a beautiful, beautiful combination had he thrown it.
Spin around.
Mike McCallum showing some beautiful stuff.
Well, he's in there with an old pro. McCallum's an old
A lot
pro.
of stuff you don't see nowadays.
And I believe that McCallum knows that he's going to try to make this attack. So I think he's prepared for this.
Toney's landed some good, strong rights here in the second round.
Both of them still working nice.
Landed some good, strong rights here in the second round.
James Toney with the beautiful right hand. Good.
Right hand is It's a very dangerous
Oh,
guy.
game with an uppercut. Nice exchange by these
I'll
guys.
tell you, he landed
Shoulder
a
roll.
solid right
He just
hand.
missed him.
McCallum ate it up and is coming
These
back
guys, man, this is high level
strong.
stuff, guys. This is high level stuff.
Well, when you're champion, you know, like Toney.
Wow. James Toney coming off the shoulder, just missed him with the right hand.
Toney starts smiling again at McCallum. More of a smirk. Toney has landed 3 crisp right hands in the second round.
To me, Toney kind of remind me a little bit of the Beast Mugabe.
Beautiful
When I fought
stuff
Mugabe.
from both fighters right now.
Very strong, didn't know how to lose. And this is the type of attitude that I see that Toney has right now.
The importance of a jab. Look at McCallum.
As the second round winds down.
This is very high level stuff, guys. I don't know how much you appreciate this.
I like the way he's fighting.
Toney with the right. Ruled the slip.
Was that a knockdown?
He's catching real good. He's
We
throwing
gotta
those
review
punches
that.
real well. I like the way he's fighting.
Caught him with the right.
Good
I guess you could call that a push.
Ruled the slip.
That was a push.
That was a beautiful double hook delivered by Toney, body and head.
Good stuff,
And I
man.
think that had a
Very
lot
good
to do with
stuff.
McCallum going.
Good stuff, man. These guys right here showing some quality. Eddie, you already missed the first 2 rounds, bro. And you've
My
already
fault.
missed some high level stuff.
Yeah.
Great stuff. Do you remember this fight?
Honestly, no. I never. I was kind of young at the time. Obviously, I didn't see it live, and I never really remember watching it. But I heard it was a good one. My dad always told me about it. I remember how good of a fight it was.
We're talking about quality stuff, man. The first 2 rounds alone. Yo, should we start it over for Eddie? Let's start it over for Eddie. Dan, y'all gonna make me start it over.
You ain't gotta do that for me, man. Nah, man. Keep it. I don't want you to have to do all that. My fault. All right,
Bro. Yo, there was so much good stuff in the first 2 rounds. I don't mind watching the first 2 rounds again. Do y'all want to watch
Hey,
the first 2 rounds
I'm
again?
down.
Yes or no? Do y'all want to see the first 2 rounds again? I'm talking about quality stuff. People slept on this. I knew this was a good fight. People want to watch the first 2 rounds again. Let's go, yo, Eddie. I want to hear
Let's
you.
go.
Wait till you see the skills on this.
Obey my commands at all times and
I'm not even gonna talk because I did so much talking already. I just want you to describe what you're seeing, what impresses you in this. Right off the rip in the first round, I want to see what you're impressed with.
Okay. Damn.
He glares as well as you do in the ring.
Well, the senior
Yeah,
remind
Jay
me
was
of myself.
23.
But I like the look. Both of their eyes, they're ready to go.
2 champions.
Oh, yeah, they're ready to go.
Here we go. Round 1 scheduled for 12, the championship fight. The
Yeah.
IBF championship belt that Toney holds.
Well, you know, McCallum was 10 and he looked like an old pro. He wasn't really thinking that Toney has anything to make him scared, you know? And that's kind of a good look of confidence.
First thing I was saying, Eddie, is I was just impressed right off the rip how both of these guys established their job right from the
They
beginning.
definitely were. Yeah, they were really heavy with the jab.
You see from a lot of guys.
They're throwing hard jabs. Like they trying to hurt each other, bro.
This jab, and there goes McCallum.
Everything's thrown with bad intentions, man. Just look at everything.
The leather out the first round.
Neither of them are holding
That's a good
back.
jab, Mike McCallum from the jab. Wow.
Landed a accidental low blow, and they shook hands, which is a good sign right at the beginning, showing a lot of respect for each
Good
other.
sign.
Tony immediately shrugged it off. Steve Smoker
You
asked
see,
if he was okay. He said, yeah.
Yeah, but the fight's not over.
A lot of feints, body punches.
I'm talking about high level stuff, Eddie.
Yeah, they doing like.
157. I know he's got the speed, but I wonder how much power he has.
Notice how they both approaching it. Remember yesterday we watched
Fights as a middleweight, and only
we watched Cotto. You see how Cotto was so like over that front foot, but look at both of them. Look how they both responded defensively too. I mean, it's not.
Look at that how they got their bodies bleeded so they can establish that.
Yeah.
Especially James Toney, he's really bleeded.
Yeah, he does it. He definitely is.
But Mike McCallum, he's gonna do some beautiful stuff. You're gonna see it.
Yeah. I already saw a couple of good things he did. Combination to the body, come upstairs from off it. Even though that's not my favorite thing to do, because I think you're a bit exposed trying to come from body to head a lot of the time, especially if you do it in a combination. But hey, you know what I mean? If you can make it work, you can make it work.
For the middleweight championship of the world, and I'm sitting here.
Ooh. That was some good, nice jab right there.
Too late for a comeback, Marv?
No, I do a movie, man.
All right, that's it. Okay. Got it straight here and now.
Good exchange.
They got great hand speed. Go fight.
Nice.
Great hand speed in the first round.
Tony,
That's one of my things I used to like to do.
What was that?
Looks to be very serious.
He threw that like left uppercut off of Mike McCallum's jab. He threw the jab. He slipped it and brought that left uppercut. I generally would throw a combination off it, but that's because I'm a heavyweight and I throw punches faster than what they're used to seeing. So I was able to get a combination off most of the time.
Took that belt away from McCallum. Can influence his ego at this point, his confidence.
Well, this is what makes this fight so interesting. This is what I feel.
Okay,
Both guys
that was nice.
got something to prove.
He rolled that, came back with that left hook. That was nice.
Trying to counter to the belly. Quick for McCallum. He's got 35% of his punches landing compared to 29 for Toney.
Well, a lot of times
Again, what I like James Toney.
Look at the way they're jabbing, and look at the feints. Everybody, they ain't just coming like straight in with work, like with shots, throwing shots. They coming in, size it up properly, utilizing feints, and they're not just jabbing in one area, moving their head off of it. It's just a lot. Hey, you're right. There's a lot of skill here.
No, this is high skills.
I think, the first time that I seen Toney really look more aggressive, more confident in his punching power and also in his boxing. I think with
There's a spin move he's gonna do in here that I'm gonna have to show again. I know I rewinded it like 6 times before you pulled it in, but I can do it again. Good right hand.
Ooh. Look at them, these steps.
Both of them
That ass cutting them angles. Yeah, Mike McCallum did it too. Look at that, rolling out to the right hand, drops. Oh, we got caught with that nice check hook right there.
Hit Toney right in the eye and bothered him.
What you just said right here is very important. I think a lot of people. We're gonna bring this back because this little rendition right here, even though these punches didn't land, a lot of good stuff got done. Like you said, the angle got cut.
Yeah.
Dropping off the right hand, the defensive responsibilities that was done, even though the punches missed, they still got executed, which is beautiful to see. So we're gonna show it again.
And this punching power and also in his boxing.
Constantly moving that head.
Yep.
He didn't really do so much.
Beautiful job, man.
He was, that was good, but if James would have really
if he
wanted it at that moment, he could have countered him.
Yeah,
he could have brought that right hand. Yeah, because he's still right there. Right there. You see what I'm saying? Look at that. Oh, and then look at the drop from James. That was nice. Both of them defensively. But yeah, you see that counter right hand? When you double that, triple that jab up too much, and you continue to move in that direction too much,
you're gonna get time.
You're gonna get time, and that's the thing. And if you look at James, that's the way James fights. He fights off of those kind of.
You see James with the double roll right there?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
He comes with the double roll. Even though the shots weren't coming, he was still making sure. See,
roll back.
Just in case.
And then drop.
But the left hook didn't come, but he still did it.
Right. Because you're supposed to.
He knows he's in position to get caught with a hook, but he's gonna roll anyway.
And then I look at the drops. Yeah.
Watch this.
Roll, and he's gonna drop right off it.
And look, he's gonna
drop.
You see the drop, and then he put himself
the
hook to the body.
And he still got caught with a counter left hook at the end.
Because he came straight back up.
Yep. I just show you how crazy this shit can do.
Slip, drop.
Yep. Trying to put, yeah.
Came back to the
Got
same
stuck.
place.
Mm-hmm.
That's a lot of stuff right there, bro.
Toney right in the eye.
Boom. Look at that. That's one of my shits that I used to use. Like when I fought Povetkin, I used that double jab, but it was like a little hesitation on top of it, and then you bring the right hand behind it. That's a hell of a move. It works. It works really well. Especially if you look down at the body, like after you done jab the body a few times.
Using the body, using the head. Nice uppercut.
Look at that. Look at that. Look at that shoulder. Oh, yeah. Yeah. He got that hand behind it, like on the back, on the small of his back, grabbed him, threw him, swung him around and shit. Then he came back with a shot, too.
Use the same hand to do it.
Yeah.
Right hook.
Good. You see that? Look at that. Right there. Uh-huh. And boom.
I said it earlier. He would have came with that left uppercut. He'd have killed him with it. Well, he would have caught him.
He might have. Yeah. He would have definitely caught him with it.
You can see James Toney drops right there.
Yeah. And
he should have just let the shot go.
Yeah. Yeah. But you see, look, he keeps doing that. He keeps leaning over that jab. That's one. If there's been one flaw I've seen from McCallum, that's the one that been. That's why James has been trying to time that right hand.
I believe that McCallum knows that he's going to try to make this attack, so I think he's prepared for this.
See, he keeps doing it, and that was a good thing to change it up by throwing the jab.
Oh, good double.
Yeah.
He missed it, but it was a good attempt.
Ooh, that's a good shot. And look at that shoulder roll coming back. Yeah. He's gonna be reaching down at that jab to the body though. And then you see what happened though. You see that?
This was so amazing about this fight. First, I mean, obviously we could have been on like round 4 right now, but even so, it's only round 2, and there's still a minute left basically in the round. And we've already broke down so many good things that's happened. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's crazy.
There's a lot. There's a lot of skill in this.
Break this fight into 3 days because there's so many things going on.
You know, look at how they're look at what he's doing, changing location. You don't really understand that has to make James reset. And whatever plan he had in his mind for that moment has to be changed now. Because you don't know how he's gonna come toward him next, you know? Look at that. Look at that shit. That's
Tony's catching real good.
changing location. But he's still leaning over, throwing that jab too many times. He's gonna get caught. And there it is. Even though we know that's not a knockdown, he still kept doing it. And look what happened. He got caught behind it.
Also, James Toney also making a flaw. When he's throwing his right hand, he's leaning so far into it.
Yep.
He's putting himself in position for the uppercut.
It's like, you know what he's doing? You know what he's doing? You know what he's doing? He's throwing that right hand and then like leaning into a drop. Like he's throwing it.
Left hook to the body and the head, but
right. Like you see that? That's why he's doing this shit. So watch, he's gonna do it again. When he gets the opportunity, he's gonna fucking do it again.
Counter.
Tony's catching real good. He's throwing those punches real well. I like the way.
And then look, see that? You see how he leans into that? You see that? He leans into that right hand because he's throwing it, like, not say overthrowing it, but he's throwing it like that. If he catches him cool, he catches him great, but he's also in a position to be, he's in a better defensive position, kind of, by being underneath whatever he's trying to throw.
Landing at the end of the round.
Wait, that's Steve Smoker? That's crazy. That's crazy. He said Steve Smoker. That's way back. Damn. He was referencing. I think that's what he said, Steve Smoker.
Toney missing with that right hand, coming back with a double hook.
That was good right there.
McCallum a little off balance, and Toney did
It
help
was
him
behind there. It didn't even really land. It was like his forearm pushed him down.
Yeah, it was like behind that. It was like, yeah.
McCallum.
See that how he walks into that hand?
Yep.
Tony kind of almost switches southpaw sometimes when he does that.
He does. No, he 100% does. Yeah.
You know, it's a dangerous fight for both of them at this point.
Well, I have to agree with you. It seems like that. It's very even. But now I think that Tony
Both
thinks
fighters
that
showing
wasn't
quality stuff, y'all.
The safest investment
Yeah.
in the world
All right,
right
now we get into round 3. I know a lot of people who've been here. I'm
Actually
probably
on
like, damn, finally we're in round 3.
down. So he's going to come out, I think, in this round a little bit more aggressive.
Let's see. See what we got here. Right away, right off the rip. Toney coming out with the jab.
Yeah.
Now, how many fights have we seen where both guys just come out just posing and they, you know what I'm saying? Both guys understanding that if you want something to happen, you have to create it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
This is round 3, 12-round championship fight. Big punches thrown in that second round.
Beautiful.
Ooh.
James Toney
Really gotta be hard.
has to do, and that's the
And it was he changed levels all 3.
Tony looked much better than when he fought none. You know, it's like almost overnight.
Well, you said it. That championship can make you a monster.
Exactly.
We didn't look so great.
Both
those
guys
last two
understanding that the jab is happening, and if you notice, both guys are constantly ready to slip that jab. They keep flipping that jab.
Looking great in this one.
Yeah.
McCallum's trying to lay back.
See how he looking for that right hand too.
And I see it.
The right connected again for Toney. It's been effective tonight.
He waiting for his.
And I believe what McCallum has to do is box more. Tony looks the more stronger and got the more power.
You know, he's
Body shot, nice
he
little.
really is a natural middleweight. Took him into his 30s before he really reached that 160-pound limit. Fought at 54 for many years.
Midway through the
Ooh, that was a nice little move.
McCallum, it took him into his 30s before he really reached that 160-pound limit. Fought at 54 for many years.
Ooh. And Mike McCallum caught that. He had it there.
He had him right hand, but at least he rolled his head at the end.
Yeah.
Oh, he landed. Now, yo, hold on. Eddie.
Yeah.
I think he landed it. You can't really see it totally clear.
Yeah, no. I thought he did.
But when I make you throw the right hand on the mitts, what's the number one thing we do over and over again?
We go down after.
Pause, man. You roll under.
Yeah, why did you sit there say?
Here you go down. Yo.
No, I meant, yeah. Roll under. Why you gotta say that, bro? you know what I mean, motherfucker.
Bro, you talking crazy.
Yeah.
So check it out.
Yo.
You throw the right hand. He throws the right hand. We roll under. Look what happens when he rolls under here, right? Perfect.
Every single time.
He gonna pull.
Rock, right hand, roll.
And then look what happens.
Yep.
Right in his head. Just like the mid work, y'all.
That tells you how valid that shit is.
One about 4 inches.
Yeah, unless you know how valid these things are. This ain't shit we just pulling out the air.
McCallum with the combination.
The main thing too is that hope McCallum don't get tired. That's the main factor here, because in that round he's throwing a lot of punches.
Rolling shots.
I like how James Toney very comfortably slipping those jabs as he's slipping terrain, getting closer as he's slipping, using the head movement to put him in position.
And Mike McCallum continues to jab, leaning toward that left side a little bit too much.
Notice neither one of these fighters are faking much.
Good,
Ooh, there you go.
Right when
there
you
said go.
It. Right when you said it.
There you go.
He called it. James Toney heard him.
One of these fighters are faking much.
Boom.
Very similar to what I was talking about yesterday when Cotto was constantly getting hit with that right hook.
Yeah.
Except Toney chose to go to straight.
Yeah.
Walking to the
Neither
left.
one of these fighters are faking much.
Pop walks into the right.
Right there.
But McCallum being smart and understanding he had to drop after that.
You know,
Tony's trying to go for a home run.
yeah. Well, you talk about all the attributes.
Yeah, shoulder roll that comeback with that right hand. That's
It was almost picture perfect.
Exactly. He's
Yeah.
coming back. He wants to let you know that he's in this fight.
You know, we've really yet to see.
I still really appreciate how much the jab is used in this fight, man.
ooh.
Beautiful by McCallum.
Look at that. A lot of drops.
You know, we've really yet to see
McCallum showing me he got defense too.
Yeah.
Body attack.
Caught, fire, slip.
Landed another right.
Ooh, okay.
That was nice. McCallum got hit
Yeah.
one shot out of like 5.
You know, both fighters got to be in tremendous shape because they've taken some nice right-hand shots.
Damn.
Body shots right there by Toney.
Well, that
Good
was
shot.
That's a good jab right there. Yeah.
Yeah,
And he's opening up. He opening up then.
Body shots right there.
He opening up because they changing levels.
My guy,
You know what I mean?
McCallum's doing an old school setup. Touch,
Body shots
touch.
right there by Toney.
The shot fell short, but it was a good attempt.
Yeah. Keep him honest for sure. Ooh, nice.
Here, real quick. What's going on, y'all? How y'all feeling this so far? You guys appreciating the high level skills between James Toney and Mike McCallum? Are you guys appreciating this? If you are, please press the like button. Please share this with somebody who might need this for their education. These two fellas right here are showing you top-notch boxing. Eddie, any thoughts so far?
Man, obviously James Toney is one of my favorite all-time fighter to watch. You know, I watched multiple fights he's had. I mean, obviously more later things and not so much, this. I mean, of course I watched the Iran Barkley fight multiple times and a few others too, from his early years, but I started watching a lot of his cruiser and heavyweight fights too. And he's just awesome in so many ways. But then Mike McCallum, I didn't really know much about. I mean, no. I ain't gonna say I didn't know much about it. I heard a lot about it, but I never really got a chance to watch it. And it's just impressive to see it and how they're locking horns and fighting. And obviously James is a young boy. He's young. They was talking about how he's fresh off the fight with Michael Nunn. And I think he just got the title. So, yeah, that was a huge win for him because he was down in that fight too, going into the last round, that knocked him out. So this is just an excellent time, you know what I mean, in history to watch boxing. Look at the skill level. You know what I mean? There's a lot of great fighters out there at this time.
Who do you got winning so far? Because I'm gonna be honest, that's what
it's hard.
I'm not really even scoring it. I'm just appreciating the skills, man.
Yeah, honestly, bro, I was doing the same thing. And if I had to pick somebody right now, I just think the activity of McCallum right now is probably carrying it. It'd probably be if I'm because I didn't really pay attention to the rounds too much in regard of who's winning. It just looks like McCallum is doing a little bit more offensively. So if I had to pick somebody,
3 rounds.
It's only been 3 rounds. Yeah, I mean, obviously, I would say
I thought McCallum definitely won round 2. I think round 1 and 3 is a toss-up, but I'm not really seeing a huge separation between the guys.
No, it's not. It's not major. It's not a major separation, in my opinion. It's just that I've seen, like, if I had to pick somebody who's on top right now, maybe 2 rounds to 1 or something like that, I would say maybe Mike McCallum just because of the activity. But I see the setups from James. I see what he's doing. I see what Mike McCallum's where he's making a mistake where he's constantly jabbing, going to that left side, and going to James's the right hand, and he's doing it. He's been fortunate so far. He hasn't got caught super duper clean, but it's coming. You know what I'm saying? And you can't keep. And that's the one thing. Like when I watch guys, like even when we was talking about the fight yesterday, you can't keep sitting out there with your head out there on a platter. You know what I'm saying? Even if you're throwing a jab, because even when I fought Tomas, it just was. I did it multiple times per round because it was just right there for me to do. Full counters are easy. And with James, the way he's doing it, he's looking for a knockout punch with it. So if I was Mike McCallum, if I was in his corner at the time, I would have told him stay on that back foot a little bit more and box at range. But and instead of just, like if he like the way he throws a jab, like you'll see it, it's gonna happen again. He gonna do it again.
They always had the power and also the speed.
This is awesome shit right here. I like feel level. That was ooh. They both catching each other. God damn.
And it's crazy because they're both doing great defensive moves, but then they fuck up at the end and get caught at the last shot.
Yeah, man. Hard to keep concentration that whole time.
Mike McCallum doing some beautiful moves, but then stepping straight back on the line and getting caught at the end. After he threw a right hand and rolled under and did some beautiful stuff. You'll see what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Right hand, rolled under, but now just firing straight back.
Yep.
You see what I'm saying?
And then James getting a little out of the line too. Having both hands down, standing right in front of him. You got that counter uppercut. Might not have landed clean, but he put himself in position to get caught with it. Here you go with that jab again.
But it's working though, Eddie. He's landing it.
It's lands sometimes, but it's too dangerous. You know what I mean? Because James is looking for the right hand, and you keep like you see how he throw that jab and he keeps coming over his front foot. Look at that. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
All it's going to is eventually he's going to get caught. You know what I'm saying? It may not be right now. It might not be, till maybe round 10. But he's going to get caught. And I'm not saying it happened in this fight. I don't remember. But I'm just looking at the posture and what he's doing. And it's effective in a sense because he's getting the jab off. But James is slipping a lot of them too. See what I'm saying? You see that right there?
Good thing about McCallum. Good thing that McCallum makes sure he's doing right now that I like is he's utilizing his footwork to step out of range, so none of those counters. He's not there for really none of those counters right now.
Right now, yeah.
Look, if you notice his feet work, look at his footwork. He's making sure that he gets back, taking those steps back, which is keeping him able. He steps in with his jab, he steps back.
Right.
Circling out.
You see right there, it was a good decision because at that moment, that was what James was looking for.
Exactly.
He was looking for
before it comes into play.
Yeah. You can look at that feint. That was beautiful. That
feint. Yeah, about Toney.
You see that feint that he did there, McCallum? That was a hell of a feint.
Tony doing maybe a little bit too much slipping here. Maybe if he was with something, Tony just showing Tony's youth. A lot of here. He shoots after, but he could have off those slips.
Yeah.
I mean, easier said than
done. Ooh, nice.
James Toney.
Yeah.
Both guys catching each other.
Yeah, they doing some good ass work. Ooh.
It's like neither one of them are letting each other get away with anything for too long. Are you landing one? I'm gonna land one.
Yep.
Pop, not pop. You hold that
back. Yo, that's why.
This is chess.
Yeah.
Look at McCallum throwing his right hand after the double jab and rolling out, even though the punch isn't coming back. Watch. Now, I tell that to guys all the time. When you finish,
do it anyway.
I always tell guys when you finish with your right hand or your left hand lead, roll out whether the shot comes anyway. And then what I tell people to reference it, I say when you get into a car, you put on a seatbelt, whether you get in a car accident or not, right? It's called being safe. Mike McCallum being fundamentally sound here, understanding whether the shot comes or not, I'm better off rolling out because at least if the shot comes, I'm not there for it.
That's right. Yeah, he puts the seatbelt on every time.
Comes right back with a right of his own. McCallum is so adept at really riding that right hand.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. He wasn't getting caught.
The
But
McCallum.
what
Yep, good job.
McCallum's doing is he's sliding back
Okay.
on it, so it's not catching him solid.
Nice.
Right.
Nice.
See what I'm saying?
And another
See what I'm saying?
What are you talking about?
McCallum's doing is
You
he's
see what I'm saying?
sliding back on it, so it's
It-
not
you,
catching
you,
him
you,
solid.
it's gonna, you gotta, there it is.
Right from Toney.
I mean, he
And
can't.
the right uppercut, another right hand
Nice.
from James Toney.
See what I'm saying? Now, James, you see him get a little overzealous. Ooh, that's good defense. Oh, good try there.
Tony getting the better of that whole exchange, but
Oh, that was good. That right hand right there was good.
now this is what you gotta appreciate.
It's not
I
catching
think
him
Tony
solid.
won that situation.
He did. He did.
What you gotta appreciate about Mike McCallum here, he's getting caught with some good shots, right? But
Mhm.
instead of looking to retreat, all he wanted was a little bit of space so he can go ahead and get his shots back off. He was looking to stay right there in the mix. He wasn't looking to retreat too much. Watch how he
Another good right.
after he gets caught with those beautiful shots. All he does is let's see what happens.
Right.
Okay,
Bam.
good. He's caught.
Another right from Toney.
He knows that the onslaught's
And
coming.
the right uppercut,
Right.
another
He's
right
staying
hand from
calm.
James Toney.
Look, he's not backing up too much. He
Because
just
he don't want to give up that position.
and now he's looking to do his work now.
Comes right back. And Toney with the right.
Where a lot of these younger guys, they would have looked at any just to say, look at that, still working. Look at that.
Ooh, beautiful counter right hand. But they both working.
He's winning this situation, but Mike McCallum showing that he's here to fight.
In the fourth.
Yeah, that's a fact.
Now he's going right back to the jab. He don't like Eddie, but he is staying in the mix. This is beautiful to see, man. James Toney showing. Oh, just missed.
Another one from Toney.
Ooh.
And another.
This is turning to be a great fight, huh? Great.
This
Look,
is
I've had
some
this in
round.
slow-mo the whole time, and we just keep seeing stuff.
Yo. Yeah, it's gonna take a minute to get through this one because there's too much stuff, bro.
This is another level.
Yeah.
Beautiful by Toney. Did you see that?
Yeah, that head.
He caught it off. He caught the shot off the body, just like the mitt work, bro. And then he came back, I think, like a half uppercut. Let's see.
That's the issue.
Block, pop.
Boom.
You know what I'm saying? Like a straight uppercut right off the body block. Catch and counter, y'all.
But from riding out this round.
He literally waiting on the opportunity to pop up.
Sean, look at that. Oh, nice.
Nice.
Right off the shoulder. Right here. Shoulder. Come right back. Man,
You're a
y'all.
copywriter of some sort. If you're watching this, hopefully our targeting was good.
Man.
You are.
That was
This is another level, y'all.
Yeah.
This is another level, y'all.
Yeah.
Talking about whoa. So you can't teach that. I mean, I think you can teach it, but not everybody can do it.
Right. Well, listen. Like man, I was training to do it. I practiced it. I put it into the sparring. Eventually, it'll happen, but you got to really make that a part of your game. You got to really practice that. That's tough. That timing like that. You got to trust yourself in there. You know what I'm saying? You got to trust it. You got to trust that you're gonna be able to do some of those things defensively in the heat of a battle like that, which is a high pressure situation. It's gonna be difficult. You know what I mean? Especially with really talented guys in front of you. So, man, but yeah, I mean, some things you can't teach, but I think you teach it and you let them run with it.
Smoke.
And-
It was good, bro. I see you smoke. Yeah, man. This is 1 hour in, Eddie, and I'm just like, man, this is such like. I hope you guys got a pad, pen, and paper, and you guys are just taking notes from both of these fighters because these guys right here, they're showing you pure boxing, and is exciting. It's not like a boxing match that's not entertaining. These guys are also giving entertainment value.
Yeah. And that was James for sure.
Very sharp.
That was
Oh,
just definitely his MO. His
I
MO.
feel the fight still looks very even.
This is the first round where they didn't pop the jab immediately.
I have it with Tony
Right.
at the edge.
Starting to like, things starting to slow down a little bit. Some of that nervous energy and all of that is starting to now dissipate. It's starting to turn into like a real boxing match.
Well, McCallum's using a nice
Like you're gonna see
jab,
the attrition now. It's gonna be like,
snapping the jab very well.
there's still gonna be activity. I mean, there's still gonna be a lot of punches thrown, but
Exactly.
it's gonna slow down a little bit. There it is again. He biding his time. I know he is.
These guys are in tremendous shape to take this much punishment in the early going of this fight.
Tony looked like he's taking a little bit of a break.
Oh, that's just when you think. Just when you think. That's probably what Mike McCallum was thinking at that time.
Beautiful. Damn, oh, that was a nice try by McCallum to get the get back.
Yeah. Ooh.
And McCallum just stands up and throws some jabs. Toney was trying to load up, swung and missed on that one midway through the fifth.
Well, McCallum likes that spin move. You see, he was trying to do it again.
Yeah.
Tony looking good though. Calm.
Slowed from that dynamite fourth round.
Good head movement.
Well, this is what I speak about now. McCallum is just going to lay back and try to use his experience against Tony.
Yeah, he's still looking for that. That counter over the top. Good jab there.
Jabs.
You gotta be careful with that shit. I'm telling you, man. Eventually, you're gonna be caught something vicious.
Well, he's trying to go with the experience right now. You know, to slow the pace down. He realized that this fight might have to go the distance.
Make Tony miss a little bit.
Oh, sure, make him miss. Take some of that energy out of him. You know, you can't hit.
Tony taking his time.
Well, he's been successful.
Yeah.
McCallum trying to use the angles and figure out where he's at.
Moving like that right hand. And
Yep.
This is exactly what McCallum's doing right now. Make him work.
This is what happens once the fight slows down. Like I said, the energy goes down a little bit, the nervous energy, and they get into work at this point.
Such a tremendous punch.
Tony swinging and missing again. May take something out of it. Another miss.
Ooh.
Well, you know, with Tony, even when he did none, he came in the 11th round before he knocked him out. So we have to wait and see.
Good round by James Toney.
Yeah. Good work.
McCallum may need to catch that second round.
Tony feeling confident after that round.
Yeah, he pushing. He pushing. He trying to push the action a little bit more now.
Well, I think Tony really wants to put the pressure on him and make him work now if he's breathing that hard.
Ooh.
That's what they're thinking. They're saying to themselves, Mike McCallum's a little bit older.
Yeah.
Have pressure on him.
In Tony's corner, they was telling him that he was dropping his left hand and telling him to pick the left hand up a little higher.
Mm-hmm.
Second time Bill Miller has urged him to do that.
Nice.
There you go again. Yeah, I'm telling you.
Right now, McCallum
You gotta stop that shit.
to 60 times to Tony 60 times for 5.5.
Still landing it though.
Tony. Oh, another right hand from Tony.
But as you notice, McCallum is sliding back when he shoots the right hand, so it's not catching him solid. Why to catch a fighter solid like that, he had to come forward.
Good footwork by McCallum. Tony just standing his ground, looking real comfortable, even though McCallum's doing some work. You can argue McCallum's winning the round just based off of activity, but Tony looking comfortable. You see him? Good right hand.
Yep.
Tony.
Again.
Both fighters.
Oh no, that's it. McCallum. So,
Tony looks for much.
but he's still leaning over that front side, man.
Oh, good luck.
Good luck, yeah. Oh,
It just
See
looks
what I
like
mean? You see that shit? You see that?
to me what it looks like is McCallum is he's holding himself together in these rounds. He's staying in the rounds, but it seems like he's working so much harder than James
Exactly.
just to stay in the rounds. You know what I mean?
Yep.
No.
Toney catches him again.
Good right hand. He actually hit him with the right hand that you was saying he gets caught with.
Yeah. Oh yeah. He damn sure did. But it's after the one. That's after the 1-2. Like now look where he's at. Look where he's at. You see that?
Nah, he listened to you. Look, he circled back right. Good
That was a good hook.
Good luck, yeah.
Now, even James Toney acknowledged it. But he's looking for that get back. You see him put himself in position.
Hell yeah.
Good body too.
Yeah, you see that? You see what I'm saying?
James Toney likes to put himself in position for that hook to the body after his right hand. See that? Boom, and then
and the body shot. Yeah.
He usually brings the hook upstairs right after.
Yeah.
Again.
And Toney goes after him.
Oh man, just missed.
What a chin on.
Shit, with a chin on McCallum. Damn right. That right hand was.
McCallum, he got 3 straight right hands.
Well, you can tell that's where conditioning pays off.
Wow. He's finding a hole.
Yep, turning.
That right hand.
Not trying to be stationary, trying to turn. Ooh.
Right to the body. Good counter right hand off of McCallum's right hand. Toney's just been hitting him all night with that counter right hand.
Well, McCallum has got to flicker that jab a little quicker now. He's starting to get lazy with it, and that's why Toney's starting to counter right over.
Nah, it's not even just that he's getting lazy with it.
McCallum comes right back after taking a big punch like that.
He's throwing 2 or 3 going to one side.
And that's why Toney is starting to come right over it. But what amazes me is how McCallum comes right back after taking a big punch like that.
It's like James doesn't necessarily shoulder roll every time. He just leans back, drops, and comes back with a right hand.
Yeah, so, oh.
We know Toney can punch.
That was a nice blow for cutting inside.
Warned by Steve Smoger. The final seconds tick off in the 6th round, where Toney landed some more bombs.
So Mike was doing something smart.
Through 6 rounds, so McCallum.
With your webinars, wasting tons of time on troubleshooting with attendees.
Is the worst for wear between the two. Toney goes after him once
Good
again.
job.
Start round 7.
Looks like Toney's building some confidence here.
Oh yeah.
Hey, that was nice.
Can McCallum knock him out, Joe? Do you think?
Oh yeah, either of these guys could knock either one of
Well,
them.
it takes a second.
Yeah, you can tell they're throwing with so much power. Either of these guys could really.
Nice right hand by Toney again.
Damn.
Beautiful right hand.
Oh,
damn.
It takes a second.
He said, I'm going to take every opportunity that comes.
Yeah. You can tell they're throwing with so much power. Either of these guys could really.
Nice right hand by Toney again.
Yeah.
He's got a beautiful right hand.
Yo, he pulled him into the shot.
Nice right hand by
He
Toney.
pulls him with the left hand and walks him into a right hand. Pull, hold that. That was slick.
That was sweet.
He pulled him into the damn right hook, yo.
That's where the whole experience comes in.
That was slick, yo.
Yeah.
That's experience.
I wonder if McCallum, why is
My man James Toney doing what I always say he can do with just drop on the left hook.
I wonder if McCallum, why his breathing problem is because of being punched in the nose.
Oh,
Ooh.
combination from Toney.
Good right uppercut, left hook by Toney, but McCallum answered with his own left hook.
Good jab. Oh,
There seemed to be a cut on McCallum's nose, probably.
McCallum staying active with the jab. There's another one.
This may boil down to a battle of wills here. Who's really willing to stick it out?
Well, McCallum's dropping that left hand down real low, and
Ooh.
that's what he's vulnerable for, right hand.
that shit is close.
You know, as
That
the
was
rounds
close.
go, most fighters do drop their hands.
Good shot.
And then he come back.
Good.
Ooh.
Exchanges.
Ooh.
Wills here.
James Toney really showing some good stuff, man.
McCallum's dropping that left hand down real low, and that's what he's.
Every time I start to favor one of these guys, the other guy does something else.
It's a back and forth situation. Motherfuckers they ain't letting up.
Most fighters do drop.
They damn sure both want to win. Good shot. You try to come back with that counter, that shoulder roll right here too. Ooh, that body shot. Ooh, with the right hand.
Good exchanges.
They was working.
Steve Smoker warning McCallum to keep the punches up.
McCallum's left hook straight a little bit low, and Toney gave him a signal that it was low, and Smoker warned him.
Well, the people are actually.
McCallum still low.
Beautiful.
Good right hand from Toney again. Followed up with a left.
Well, what Tony's doing now is he throws that
The
right hand. He's
McCallum working his way back in.
coming back from McCallum.
But McCallum's best punch is that left hook. If he shoots it right, it can be very good against Toney. Because every time that he Toney, he caught Toney with the left hook.
McCallum's mouth wide open.
Absolutely. 40 seconds to go in the seventh.
That's how you get your jaw broke.
Right.
Both fighters are reaching down deep this time to try to end this fight quick as they can.
Damn, you trying to tee off on that shit. Good D. Good D pause.
That seemed to hurt Toney, made him flinch a little bit.
Nice.
That's his forte, though.
Yo, Toney will not let you get away with throwing a couple shots without him countering you, man.
That seemed to hurt Toney, made him flinch.
Yep, this makes him a difficult one fight.
That's his forte, though.
I think, by the way, the picket going down to 157 is actually working for McCallum 5 speed.
McCallum goes after
He's like, yeah, I'm gonna wait for you to open back up so I can track you.
Well, this fight is neck and neck. 40% each they've landed.
Yo, this is
through 7 rounds.
Crazy.
this is crazy. This is
Total punches.
Here we go for round 8. James Toney, the IBF middleweight champ, and Mike McCallum.
Beautiful.
ooh.
Of course, Eddie Futch calling out to McCallum to use that left hook more, as you pointed out earlier, Marvin.
Because Toney, now you see where he's got his right hand in the front of his face. If McCallum, every time that he would jab and then hook off the jab, it's effective. Excuse me.
Bill Miller, of course, in the opposite corner, asking Toney to give him a little bit more movement, box a little bit more.
I think Toney would have to put more pressure on McCallum.
Man, these guys,
So you don't
man.
necessarily agree with the instructions you got in the corner, then, huh?
No, not to box. I think he's got to go after McCallum.
These guys right here. So, counter.
McCallum again with the low
James
That
blow.
right hand is that fucking.
Try to tire McCallum out. That's
That counter right hand is special.
Doing. But you got to give both credit to both fighters. They've been taking tremendous punch.
Marvin, this is a 12-round fight tonight. How much different is that 12-round fight compared to the 15s? Because you fought those.
Good
I
job.
prefer the 15s anyway. But
Good job
these
by
guys
both
seem like
guys.
they're in great shape for this
Good
12th round because
job.
they know. Another right hand.
Nice.
Beautiful right hand from to take such punishment like that, they have to be in tremendous shape.
And well schooled.
I'm very impressed with both of these fighters.
Both of these.
Ooh, good shot.
To be in tremendous shape.
Tony got a mean right hand, boy.
Fucking right.
I'm very impressed with both of these fighters.
He just giving me a second time. That was like a hook he threw.
Yeah.
Nice double hook.
I'm very
With the
impressed
body
with
head
both
double
of
hook,
these
just like the
fighters.
mitt work.
Another right from Toney.
Soldier. Ugh.
Stronger right hands have come from James Toney throughout
Look
this
at this guy.
fight.
He's into the fight. That guy right there.
Tony's trying to
Look at this guy squaring the back.
McCallum's jab.
Yo.
Yeah. Look at Bob
Ooh,
Arum.
good
He's
jab.
like, damn, this is a good fight.
Yo.
Bob Arum look young as hell right there.
Yeah, compared to now. Yo.
Yo, man, I get paid to watch this?
Yo, Steve, that's double S. Ooh. Ooh. He stood him up with that one.
Shoulder up nice when he wants to block that right hand.
Ah.
Literally,
Bah.
that was a trap. That's a James Toney bag of tricks right
Uh-huh.
there. Now, that's something I'm going to say you can't teach. That's what you call a bag of tricks. Every fighter has their own way of doing things, and James Toney, that's one of his own personal, like, that was beautiful.
Yeah.
Toney puts that shoulder up nice when he wants to.
Yeah, I'm done. Wake up.
Oh,
Wake up.
good
Wake
combination
up.
from James Toney.
Right when he lured you to sleep, boy. Uppercut.
Ooh.
Not a lot of starch in McCallum's punches there.
He seems to be losing a little steam. You're right.
Ooh, he's talking about McCallum shot.
Tony's kind of laying back now. He knows. I think he feels the tiredness.
Nice.
Ooh.
Tony landed.
Ooh, come back with that hook.
McCallum with a
Look,
small
McCallum with the turn. You see how much he's used that in
Yeah.
By a wide margin.
He's breathing kind of hard now.
Beautiful.
Combination, 3 punches in the middle of that round, which I think told the big tale of this fight. 15 seconds to go in this 8th.
McCallum's trying to stay tight now with Toney.
Mm.
Smart move for him.
Man.
He's not getting caught with the right hand as much now.
That's good defense on both sides.
Kieran is landing a few good body shots in there.
Sure. But there's nothing on him. But he's protected.
I think that was an
Jesus.
important round for James Toney.
McCallum's
Let me go ahead and pause this. Ladies and gentlemen, how are y'all feeling about this fight right now? How y'all feeling about this fight right now? Let me go ahead and skip this real quick.
strategy would be is to
Let me know in the comments, man. Is this not high level stuff right here? Is this not like the top of the food chain? Eddie, what's your thoughts so far, man?
100%. Some of the best you're gonna get. You know what I mean? Don't get me wrong. I mean, there's other kinds of fighters out there, but man, this is when you talk about skill, the attention to detail, what they're doing. You can tell these dudes lived in the gym.
And this is the thing, man. You get a lot of these modern day guys, and I would have a lot of like discussions with like some of the younger fighters that I've worked with over the years, and they're like, "Oh yeah, you know, the fighters now they're more advanced and all this stuff." But it's like, yeah, maybe the strength and conditioning might be a little bit more advanced. Maybe the nutrition advice is a little bit more advanced. But when you see the skills and the fundamentals being utilized by these type of guys, it shows you how many tools do not get used anymore. Guys have forgotten. It's the forgotten skills in boxing. And when you go back and watch those guys, that's the golden era to me. Like when you go back and watch guys like this, these new guys, don't get me wrong, they can fight, but man, this is just something different, man. This is something different. We're talking about guys putting punches together, utilizing their jab, combinations, turning, angles, fighting with heart and will, skills at high speeds, defense. Man, this is
everything.
Crazy.
Everything you can hope for in a fight. You've seen.
Jimmy Jones said Eddie looked like he about to fall asleep.
Hey man, it ain't the fight doing it. It's the work. This fight is like coffee right now, or like an energy drink.
Jimmy said, "Coach, a lot of old school fighters bend their waist a lot when rolling to the point where it looks like they're head is looking down. Is this bad? What's your thoughts? Well, I know a lot of certain fighters do it where they do bend their head forward. I'd say that goes back a little bit further than the James Toney era. Some of those guys did that. Guys like Dwight Muhammad Kwawi used to do that. Like he'll drop like head straight forward and then come up with those hooks. I don't think it's bad. I just think it just depends on the fighter. You know what I mean? I don't think it's bad. I'm not a big fan of leaning straight forward the way some of those guys did, but the way James Toney is doing it, I have no problem with it. Now, the only thing I will say is when you bend your waist a lot, you do leave yourself exposed to the back of the head.
And a lot of, and that's I ain't gonna say that. I ain't gonna say that.
That's the reason I would say guys like James Toney might be a little bit punchy now, is because he got hit in the back of the head quite a bit. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
So that's the drawback. And if you're dropping your head straight forward, I mean, you could get hit with uppercuts. But a lot of those guys, when they did it, they'd have their hands like this, so they're ready to catch those uppercuts, and then they come up with the hook. They do kind of like that cross arm defense when they did it. A lot of those older fighters, so they understood.
Evander did that too. I see Evander do that a lot.
Yeah, those guys knew what they were doing, man. So I don't think it's necessarily bad. It's just stuff that people don't teach nowadays. But you do need to work on it. It's like anything, man. If you don't work on it, you're going to get hurt trying to do it. All right, let's keep going.
You have to stay closer to Toney now because he realizes that if he stays close, he's not getting hit much with the right hand.
It worked for him at the end of the round.
Exactly.
Ninth round. And just in case you're wondering about the Star of David on Toney's shorts, that's for his manager, Jackie McCallum.
Who do you think's winning this fight, Eddie?
The other way, the opposite way. Right hand.
I mean, shit. To be honest, I'm just watching this shit. I'm not even trying. Yo, it's crazy because there's so. I would probably say James up to this point.
Well, I really did,
but there's so much going on. There's so much to take from it. Like if we just said, all right, we're gonna stopping it and just watch the fight. Then we could probably judge it a little better. But there's so much stuff going on.
Just a side note, that's what I'm gonna do with the Mayweather was it Castillo? Yeah, Mayweather Castillo 1.
Yeah.
We're not gonna do a film study like this. What we're gonna do is we're gonna just sit down. Everybody in the chat's gonna get their pen and paper out or their phones, however they want to score it. We're gonna score it, and we're just gonna watch it. It ain't gonna be a film study. It's gonna be we're gonna go through all the robberies of all time that were at least 1 year old, and then we're gonna go watch them, review them, and come up with our own scorecard. So I think that's gonna be a really fun segment as well. So
I like that. I like that.
Something a little different, just to switch it up.
Some nice shots this round.
I like that. I like that idea.
My curiosity here is to see what McCallum has left in his punches.
See, I mean, he was a little more defensively responsible then with the jab, but he was leaning. He's still leaning. I don't like that lean.
He made a nice slip off the side, McCallum, and really dug a good liver shot.
Yeah, I think James at this point is, kind of in the driver's seat, but
McCallum goes at him, shrugs it right off.
That's.
Yeah, but McCallum now is moving right in the target of Toney's right hand.
See? I've been saying that all day. You've been doing that shit all day. But don't stay there. Don't wait. Don't leave your head there. Oh, nice.
Toney tries to come back. Wildly.
Ooh. Look at how they're doing that shit at close range. Like some of the slips and some of the counter punches. It's just right. It's like it's really, really close. Like really at close range on the inside. It's like inches, bro. Pause. It's like. Look at that shit.
I think Toney's strategy now to let McCallum punch his.
Look at that shoulder roll.
Take some energy out of him.
Yeah, I think he's.
James Toney's a little bit sloppy, a little tired here. You can see it.
Yeah, a little bit, but he's still the defense and the moves. Like, look at that shit. Like,
but when McCallum moved over towards the corner, he didn't seem to have anything left.
Well, this is where that experience.
Good defense by Toney rolling under the right hand.
He getting.
Plus, there's only 15, 20 seconds left in the round. He's really done a lot in this round, and he deserves to wear out a little bit towards the end of these times.
We headed into those championship rounds, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh,
He can't stay away. He can't stay on the outside, McCallum. He's got to stay close.
Mike McCallum is tough. He's a lot tougher than he got credit for. Well, I can't say that. I don't know.
And he smirks at Toney. McCallum comes back with the strong 9th round.
Championship rounds, ladies and gentlemen. We
Yeah,
almost.
this is.
And so we go to the 10th
Damn.
round of a fairly even fight.
Damn.
9 minutes left in the fight.
Why they still punching like this?
And they going at each other.
Now, this is another thing I want to talk about. To all the strength and conditioning guys out there who always talk about strength and conditioning, do you see the amount of punches that are being thrown in this fight?
Yeah.
Do you see the amount
Yeah, a
of
lot of
defensive moves that are being done? And did you see James Toney come out there still firing strong in round 10? And this is back in the day, before all this modern day strength and conditioning stuff. You know what I mean? This is why some trainers have an issue with it, because these guys are working really, really, really hard, man. Like harder than a lot of these guys that are getting tired much quicker. You know what I mean?
You know what I think? It was more of a focus on the actual in the ring work. You know what I mean? Don't get me wrong. Everybody done some form of strength and conditioning, but back then I think it was just so much focus on sparring and being in there and learning the craft.
I can guarantee you Canelo has a better strength and conditioning regimen than James Toney did. And I guarantee you he ain't punching like that. He ain't going to be able to do James Toney did. He'll be tired by round 6. And that's guaranteed. You know what I mean? So sometimes it makes you wonder. You know what I mean? But anyway, let's continue.
Tony's corner, they told him that he was losing this fight, so I expect him to come out more aggressive this round.
Nice. Oh my gosh.
They are God damn.
Oh, pause. I was about to say.
He like, yo, he going at him.
I was about to say something crazy. I say James Toney digging deep. I'm like, yo, what am I saying?
Yo, pause. It's like, no. Yeah,
let's hear it.
Yo, he was. Ooh, yeah, he definitely wobbled. Ooh.
Nice. Right hand roll under though. Oh.
Hey.
Oh, look at it. He blocking. He's
Damn.
Oh my God.
James is trying to get him out of there.
He just moving out the way of these shots by just a little bit.
Got another one. Oh, and another. Oh.
Toney landing.
Nice. And look, he used his jab to slow it down. Nice.
Yeah. Yeah, James had to take a little backward step. Like, hold up. He ain't gone. He's like, hold up. He's still here. Let me drop that shit back in the first gear for a second. Yeah, he's a little tired now, ain't you?
Why did get this guy out of there with those punches?
And McCallum lands one of his own, the left.
Now he's back on him. And now look, he got his hands up.
Yeah, he's got to take a little bit of a breather after that. He pushed hard for that combination he threw.
McCallum can't get too overconfident here.
Nice.
Yeah.
The way he rolls under after that right hand has saved him so many times. Oh my God, what I just do?
Successful podcast.
I keep forgetting I can't press everything.
This may be the best
I'm bad, y'all. Rookie moves. Rookie moves.
Wow. Just as the round came to a
What
close.
round was this?
Here we go. On the McCallum's is still.
There is in 10th, right?
That was the alarm. I don't even know what round we in. Whatever, man. We've been watching this fight for the longest.
Damn.
3 minutes to go for the championship.
I don't know who's winning this fight, but I will say it feels like James Toney did get better work.
Yeah.
But McCallum is strong, though.
hook moments before.
These motherfuckers is working.
But he followed that uppercut he got hit with, Toney did, with a good left hook to the liver on McCallum. I said there's no quitting either one of these guys and no shortage of talent.
Nice touches. You see James Toney just touching?
I think Toney would be
Yeah, trying to open up something upstairs.
Chops up off those touches.
You're right.
Yeah.
Wild swings and misses.
Exactly. Every time that he misses, it takes a little out of his.
Good job.
I just felt that McCallum lacked the power as the fight went on, particularly from the 8th round. I just didn't think he had as much in his punches as Toney does.
You're right.
McCallum just can't get careless.
Yeah, see? So close.
Well, dividing this fight is as close as we think. Neither of them can really get careless at this point, but both of them have got to really put out and try to win this round.
Ooh.
Very good fight. They acknowledged here that this should be the fight of the year here in Atlantic City.
Oh, yeah. Good right hand by McCallum.
Ooh.
Oh.
Damn, he trying to get him out. Damn.
He's got McCallum hurt badly.
Man, James Toney was a monster.
Ooh.
That man was not shy with his punches, boy.
Yo, Mike McCallum, tough as shit. He took these motherfuckers shots.
Nothing in his punches, though, McCallum.
Well, he's still trying to rumble, though.
He trying to fight back. Yeah.
Stay up in the fight back by McCallum.
McCallum to survive the punishment he's taken, just remarkable by Mike McCallum.
What a man, let me tell you. And Tony's a little spent with those punches.
Has to be.
Ooh. Damn.
McCallum's mouth wide open. Toney looking for one more punch.
Apparently, this is about a controversial decision. I don't know, man. If Toney wins this fight, I don't think it's controversial.
I don't think so either. I think.
They've seen a terrific 12-round.
Don't get me wrong, Mike McCallum doing fantastic, but I don't think he won.
Yeah. Yeah. It was a good fight. It was. He put. Ooh.
You like to see McCallum hang in there.
Oh.
Damn.
Oh.
And he goes out punching in the 12th
That
round.
boy James Toney, boy.
Yo.
Get into the last round here.
These motherfuckers getting that shit in.
This is wildly, of course, with that one.
Look how James Toney punches all the way through.
Yeah.
He punches all the way through.
Toney earned a lot of
Jeez.
Crazy
Eddie.
McCallum was the heavy
Yeah.
fighter.
I worked with a trainer when I was an amateur boxer by the name of John Bump City Bumpus. And when he
Johnny Bumpus.
Yeah, Johnny Bumpus. He won the world title in 1982. He was a southpaw.
The year I was born.
He used to train a fighter that was the star out of our gym back in Florida by the name of Kasim Uma. And when he was working with me, he would teach me to throw a left hook. And when he taught me the left hook on the mitts, he said, I want you to look behind you by the time you're done. And he didn't mean like turn my neck. He wanted me to throw the punch to where my whole body went through. And that's kind of what I see James Toney doing here.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like he punches, he follows all the way through.
Yeah.
And he's just really running.
He damn sure is.
Here we go again. That right uppercut by Toney. Bingo. Left
damn.
Right on the nose. And McCallum's mouth being open made it easy for that mouthpiece. But that hurt him again. And he followed up with another tremendous left hook. Mike McCallum, one of the toughest men I've ever seen in the ring.
What a fantastic fight and high skill level from both pitchers, man.
Sam Donnellan, how'd you score it?
Well, I had Toney winning 115, 113. Interestingly enough, how Joe said the last 4 rounds he gave to Toney, the 11th, I felt McCallum won. So with that controversial round that I gave early on to Toney, if you go with what you guys said, I actually had Toney in trouble here big time in the 12th round. However, I'm sure the scorecards are going to be pretty interesting between the judges.
How is that 115, 113 only gave me 4 rounds?
You had the
or am I looking at the wrong guy?
Power in his punches. I really felt it tipped clearly towards James Toney.
No question, but
a very special presentation will be made to the winner of this bout.
Damn, Michael Buffer, young as hell.
The 80s marvelous Marvin Hagler will present the winner with his own personalized cup, the heavyweight of the 80s, to the heavyweight the middleweight of the 90s. Here is the official scoring. Gary Merritt scores the bout, 116 to 112. He has it for James Toney. Tommy Kazmarek scores the bout, 115 to 113 for Mike McCallum. Robert Cox scores the bout, 114 to 114. It's a three-way split. Ladies and gentlemen, the bout is a draw. Title is retained by James Toney.
James Toney retains the IBF middleweight title based on a draw.
Damn.
That makes sense why it's controversial.
Yeah.
People thought that James Toney won the fight.
Yeah. I thought he. I mean, it was close as shit. It was close.
It was a fantastic fight. I forgot that it ended in a draw.
Yeah.
I thought James Toney won the fight. I thought he did the better work. However, you could learn so much from Mike McCallum in that fight as well. Like, you can study both fighters and take the good from each fighter, and you're gonna get some really good stuff. Just a fantastic fight, Eddie.
Oh, there's so much. There's so much. So many things. So many teachable moments. The action was ridiculous. Then drama at the end with him hurting Mike McCallum, but then the toughness of Mike McCallum to stick into it. There was just so many things in the fight. There was so much to take from it. Man, it was an enjoyable thing to sit and actually watch. That's my first time actually watching it all the way through. So, where you at, Coach Ant? Damn, Coach Ant, what happened? Can't hear you, Ant.
Yeah, can you hear me now?
Yeah, there we go.
My bad, y'all. My battery died. On my camera. It was a little bit unplugged. But yo, guys, make sure you text me 215-709-5437. Let me know if you like the stream. You can be like, yo, Coach Ant, I watched the stream tonight. I liked it. Blah, 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 whatever. Also, tomorrow, we are back in the gym. Eddie and I, we're going to do a dope boxing clinic for you guys. So we're going to get back to the boxing clinic. We're going to be teaching you guys stuff in real time. You guys, of course, are going to be able to chime in with the Q&As. So we're back in the gym tomorrow. No days off November. Also, I'm dropping my Black Friday sale early. Now, for those people out there who if you ever got value from my channel, if you ever got value from anything that we've done, tomorrow I'm going to put my courses the cheapest that I've ever done in history. I am not leaving it at that price. I am going to raise the price, but for the first 20 people tomorrow who act up or whenever, the first 20 people in the next days or two, whatever, before we raise the price, I'm going to go ahead and put the prices the cheapest it's ever been. So if you ever thought about investing in my courses and you're like, you know what, man, I think I want to do it. Tomorrow's the time, because once I raise the price, I'm actually going to raise them, Eddie, more expensive than I've ever raised them in my whole entire career. Also, it's going to be like an oxymoron. We're going to go super cheap, give you guys an opportunity, but then I'm going to go to what I know they are worth. Also, if you spent more money on the courses and tomorrow you're like, yo, that ain't fair, Coach Ant. You know what I'm saying? I spent way more back in the day when you charged it before. You know, don't worry. I got something coming to your emails, man. So keep a close look on your emails for a little gift for you guys. And also, time is money, man. So if you spent a little bit more to get a little bit earlier, and you've been working on your craft, you winning regardless. Eddie, any thoughts?
Yeah, no question. I mean, you see, you look at the stream we had today. Look at that. There's so much in that, just that stream right there, just watching this fight. There's so much in the courses that we were speaking about watching this fight. That lets you know the level of quality that goes into making these things, and the level and the effort. We literally watched a fight and seen that fight was chock full of tons of stuff that we go over in the courses. So, you're doing yourself a disservice if you don't get it when you get at this discounted price. You really, I mean, you got a chance to learn so many different things. You know what I mean? And you see high level pros use. You know what I mean? And this is stuff that's been utilized years ago and now. So I mean, it's applicable. You know what I mean? You
Absolutely,
need to
man.
get your hands on it.
And tomorrow we're going to go over some of the stuff that we teach in the courses. So tomorrow we're going to make sure that I'm actually going to do this, Eddie. I'm going to bring my other laptop, right? And we're going to open up the course. And then I'm going to go through the modules. And then we're going to go ahead and basically teach and just show people to get a glimpse of what we actually teach in real time. So tomorrow, guys, you're not going to want to miss No Days Off November, man. It's going to be super fire, super dope. And I want to say thank you to everybody who's supporting No Days Off November, whether you're watching this live or you're watching this later. Not everybody can make it at 10 p.m. You know what I'm saying? Unfortunately, you know what I mean? It's the time that really works for us the best. I get Eddie because Eddie's a busy guy. You know what I mean? When we go to the gym, that's when the gym closes. So we're able to utilize the gym without it being ran like a business. So, that's something that we also have to keep in mind. We got people in the UK, people in the West Coast, people all over the world that watch the channel. So unfortunately, everybody is not the same time everywhere for everybody. So I know a lot of you guys are watching this later. So if you're watching this later, I know you're not here live. I know you're not chiming in, but trust me, I feel your support. And tomorrow, man, we back. We back. No Days Off November continues, man. I want to say thank you again, guys. Again, man, make sure you get my number, 215-709-5437. Text me right now. Text me right now. This is my real number. Oh, look. That's my daughter right there for the record.
Yeah.
My daughter. That's my daughter for the record, man. Let me tell you, man. I'm the happiest guy in the world right now. But I want to say peace to y'all, man. Love to everybody, man. And I'll talk to y'all soon.